What's up, guys? Sunday again still. I just wanted to do a second video for you guys. I already did the tailgate logos, but this one I'm actually doing the TRD Pro grill. I went ahead and ordered the $100 one off eBay. I figured, why not? If it just absolutely sucks, it's only $100. Plus, I really wanted to review it and see how well it actually was compared to the TRD Pro actual grill. First things first, it is not the exact replica of the TRD Pro grill, and I'm not ever going to say it is, but I will show you guys what I've noticed and just kind of my initial thoughts on it. Then we're going to go ahead and toss it on, and you guys can decide if you want to go ahead and order one yourself or pass on it and find a different model. But here's the $100 eBay Toyota TRD Pro Tacoma grill. All right, let's take a look. So there you go. That's unboxed. I had to assemble the letters. I think it has to do with them copyrights and them importing it. I don't think they'll let you import it without the letters on. But first thing first, let's take a look at this. One thing I did notice was the letters are all gray. I think on the TRD Pro grill, this part is black. So you will notice that immediately. So they did not two-tone the letters. Also, let's flip this over and I'll show you how I had to actually assemble the letters, which was a little bit different than some of the videos that I had seen. The letters themselves kind of just bind into these little, I don't know, cross hatches, whatever you want to call them, the grill marks, and then you have to screw each one into place. I don't know if that's normal, but it is kind of just what I had to do. They fit for the most part. Nothing was too crazy on it. I did have to keep pressing them up to kind of help them set in place, but that's how they stay on from the back. Obviously, you'll never see that, but it is just kind of one thing to note. Overall, everything else, I mean, it feels hard. It feels like every other hard plastic grill I've felt in the past. It does feel kind of cheap, but to be honest, most plastic things I've felt like this have always felt kind of cheap as well. So that's kind of similar. I do know the sensor goes back here. I'm interested to see how that all lines up. So I'm gonna pull the old one off and then show you what this looks like assembled and on the rig. Okay, I know I told you I wasn't gonna do a how-to on this, but as always, I always find something that helps me out, so I want to help out others. So real quick, you got a 10 millimeter here you take off, 10 millimeter here you take off. You have a little plastic tab right there you take off. One of these little guys. If you've taken anything off before, you're familiar with those. So 1, 2, and then the ones I didn't see initially are actually down here. So you have 3, and then 4. So make sure you get those. And then the last thing you do is unplug this sensor right here. You just pop out the 2 little tabs there and there. That drops the connection piece down, and then you unplug it. Then this whole thing essentially slides forward and out. Okay, I lied. You actually have to take out 2 more. So you have 1 and 2. Come on, focus. Right there. So there's actually 4 on the bottom they have to remove. See right there and right there. So go ahead and get those out as well. And there you go. You just give it a gentle pull and it all comes out in one assembly. So real quick, I want to show you guys this again because it's a little harder to see there. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 down low. 1 up top, 1 up top, 2 10 millimeters in those white spots, and then you unplug the sensor right there. So you're gonna have a bunch of these little black screws. Take them all out around the perimeter of the grill, remove all of them, and then from here you're gonna disassemble the sensor, take it out. You got a Phillips there, remove this out of place, and then pop off the sensor mounting points. That will remove this so you can put it in the new grill. I think you'll also have to retain these little, basically nuts on the back of this. They're not nuts, but they resemble nuts for what this purpose is. Take those and remove those and put those on the new grill as well. So let's go ahead and take all that apart and I'll show you. Off, like I mentioned, 2 Phillips there, and then you actually had to take this Phillips off as well. And then pop out the 3 little clips for the sensor wiring right there. Next, all you do after you get all of these bajillion screws out around the perimeter of this, you pop off, pushing these little guys, and then pop off the grill itself. So that should be fun. Okay, real quick, these tabs are annoying as flip to get out. So what I found was start in the corner, pull from the bottom like this, and then pop each one as you go around, and that will help it work out. So start over in a corner, pull from the bottom, pull the grill out from the bottom. Don't try and push from the top, that sucks. And then push each tab and keep pulling as you go along, and that'll help out a lot. So there you go, little tip on this. And there you guys go. Once you got them all popped out, that is what you are left with. So this trim ring and the grill itself both come out. Maybe down in the future I'll just paint this, I don't know, and do something with this. I don't know, this is a huge logo. Figure that out, but for now, we'll continue on. Really quick, the new grill just pops into place by the little clips. Really simple. You'll feel them all engage, and that's how that looks from this end. So again, you'll see these little clips, just make sure they're all in. One thing I am kind of satisfied on is that you will actually still be using these screw holes on the perimeter. So that will help it stay in place. I think I saw a couple others that didn't have those and you don't use them at all. But on this one, you do. So I am happy with that. Oh look, a little Toyota logo. That's cool. But again, there you go. And we'll screw those all around the perimeter back in. And then I'm gonna assemble the plate right there. Now I've heard some people say that they have issues when water and snow gets on this, so I might just put a piece of black plastic there just to kind of cover that and then assemble it above it. Again, you'll need those little, let me show you. You'll need these pieces right here have to slide out because you're using them again. So both of these just slide right out. Try not to drag the grill on the rocks right now, but pop these out and reuse complaints. If water or snow gets on here, it messes with the sensor. The sensor is really just a piece of plastic, and it was hidden behind that huge piece of plastic right here. So I don't think putting something as a barrier will affect it too much. It'll probably just help it out as far as keeping it clean. So here's my solution. I went ahead and went inside, grabbed a DVD case. This one was $300. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut out a piece of plastic here and put it in here as a barrier. So on the flip side, all you'll see is this black penetrating through there. I've seen different ones and I don't like any of them. So using this as a filler, I think will be perfect. And then I'll put the sensor right over it, sandwich it in between. So I'm hoping that'll help out. We shall see. Just my solution. We'll see how it works out. There you guys go. Have that in there. On the other side is actually a blank piece, so it's all smooth. And I'll show you what it looks like on there. But for now, let me go ahead and get this all buttoned up on this side. Get away from me, B. And there you go. Slid everything back into place. I'm about to put on all the clips, retain everything back in its order. But just for reference, that's how that looks now. Quick fun fact, I used all of the black screws except for the ones that actually went on the grill retainer. So if you have leftovers, I like to keep everything, and so I put them back in place, and I'm gonna go ahead and box this back up in the box that the new grill came in and keep that for later. Well, there you go. That is the finished product. Overall, I'd say this. It kind of makes me feel like a Jeeper again, and I felt like I put a Smittybilt product on my rig, but at the end of the day, I'm actually pretty impressed with everything except for the letters themselves. I think if they had the black backing and they mounted differently, I would like them more. But everything else felt, seemed, and gave me the impression that it was just as normal as anything else. And obviously, I like the look a lot better. So that's today's little upgrade. Headlights look good, lift, tires, wheels, 35s, all the good stuff as well. But we're trying to keep this simple, guys. So that's where we're at. Hope you guys enjoyed this. And that's my quick review on the Toyota grill. Again, that was kind of my insert that I added in there. I didn't get any issues on my dash, so everything seems to be working out fine, and it looks a lot better. That plastic piece is held in place, it's sandwiched in there, and everything else looks good to go. So there you guys go. That's my opinion, that's my review. You guys can decide if you want to go for it or not. I'll try and find one on Amazon or put the link below on the one that I picked up, but that's it. Overall, again, it's in there, it's solid. I like it. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Hope you guys all had a good one, and if you like this video, go ahead and subscribe. Keep trying to make them the best I can with the resources that I have. So, thanks again, guys.